Hey, good morning. Nick Yari here again, or nicknickyari.com. I'm back out in my favourite spot along the river here, but not this place here. This is not my favourite spot at the moment. This is actually quite manky. Uh, Stagnant billabong here, connected to the river. Um, I came over, I thought, I didn't want a disgusting background, but I thought, hey, give it a show, show what it is right now, or have it in the background right now, because when the rain comes and this place clears out, it's actually a beautiful little waterway, little pond here, full of fish. And so a couple of fish-eating birds hang out around here. Like yesterday, there's a pelican. It was sitting over there, but it's gone. Had its fill. Yeah, still, still carry on with my running, with my daily activity, focus, consistent action with health and fitness. There, it's the same principle with business or with anything that you are committing yourself to. Losing weight, bodybuilding, a hobby. I'm not saying this because I know. I'm saying this because I learnt it. I learned the fact that it's one of the subtle secrets that successful people have, and all of them have one thing in common apparently, and that is daily consistent focus action. Just a trip of 1,000 miles starts with the first step, after another step, and just keep stepping forward, and eventually you'll be running. As I've always said in my previous videos, this is your first time here to see my video. I'm one of those that, I almost say I started with nothing. And when I say I started with nothing, very basic computer skills, very basic internet skills, I could see everybody else, well, not everybody else, but I could see people talking about doing things, on the internet. They're either IT programmers or web designers. And of course, they're the successful entrepreneurs, out there on the internet. And there's businesses that use the internet, the power of the internet. And I've always known that it's a powerful medium, but, I've always desired it. Never thought that I would ever have this opportunity. And when it did come along, I'm so glad I'm on it. I started a year ago, and literally a year ago was education and training to be me. I've learned to be myself, and that came through a lot of expressions, through blogging. I never even knew what blogging was. Bloody hell. I didn't even know what I had to write about. I thought I had to be, had to be specific because I'm on a business journey. And this is one of the imperfections that a lot of people have. And they think that whenever they start a blog, they gotta, they gotta research research what they got to write about, and it comes down to that word that I've always known, but I've never realized I had to describe it about myself, and it's that word of ego. The ego to look good, to talk right, to look right in the public, because we want to be judged, and we want to be judged nicely. Nobody wants to be judged badly, but this kind of journey, you have to learn all your flaws. You have to, you got to be yourself, is the word. You have to be yourself. You got to be true to yourself. Being on an internet business, I've learned through six-figure mentors, and also a few other people. I mentioned them before, but I didn't really mention them by name properly. So here we go. Jo Barnes. She's a British lady, business lady, internet business lady, lovely lady, full of energy. I think she operates out of Thailand. And the other one is Marissa Murgatroyd. She's actually a movie producer, and she started her business, as she says, she started a business with movie actors. She saw a niche where she could provide some kind of service for the movie actors, and she's in Hollywood, and now she's running a website. I want to say a training establishment, but entrepreneur opportunity. And you know, like you just listen to people. I mean, I think we're all not stupid. We can tell a fake from a hypey, you know. Well, now I know, you know, it's like her message, the words that come out of her mouth, it's just so captivating. And I love listening to her. And there's one of her videos that she does. It's on YouTube. So Marissa Murgatroyd, and bloody awesome. She's just awesome. I enjoy listening to people like that. In fact, you know, my journey and my influence, my circle of influence, has not only just, well, it has changed, but it has increased. We had to fill in a paper, a survey sort of thing for our 90-day blueprint activity, and it was to write down 10 people of within your circle of influence, and name 3 negative ones. Well, I couldn't really name 3 of them because I've actually discarded those sort of people out of my circle of influence. They aren't a circle of influence to me. I'm in an area where I'm literally by myself, you know, with the job that I've got. I'm well away from family and close family and friends. And the family and friends that I have here are people I value. And one of those that I value so much, I caught up with them last night. Henry, my cousin Henry. I hadn't seen him for years, and he's the first person that I've embraced. And look, this word circle of influence is a word I learned yesterday, so I'm going to be using it a lot on this video. I embrace close to me, you know, positive thinking, because every time I'm around him, you know, it's just positive drive. It's just fantastic. When you latch onto somebody, you know, like they say it, you know, like-minded people, the energy, you know, the conversation, just goes on forever, and it's just full of positive energy. You know, I talked about my journey and you know how far I've come, because I told him a bit what I was doing, and you know, like the circle of influence that I have, and I've discarded all the negative people that I know would affect my journey. Well, I just didn't need any of that sort of stuff. I kept it a secret, you know, like people are only just knowing what I'm doing. It's kind of scary too, because it's almost like one of those announcements where you go, yeah, I'm going to be a rock star. Yeah, well, you know, I'm going to be a doctor. You know, you're telling the world I'm going to be this, I'm going to be that, and of course, you know, people who blah 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 turn out to be drunks, turn out to be truck drivers, and turn out to be working in soil on, you know, labour. You know, I've always been the kind of guy that if I embarked on something, I always kept it a secret. You know, I never told anybody. Or if I was going to talk to somebody about it, it would be somebody who is supportive of my being, or of my thoughts. I would share that with them. Now, what we talked about was, because you know, he's come a long way. He's well on his way, and in a traditional sense as well of success, you know, was the desire. He desired to step out of the box, and I mean, I've always desired it myself, but you know, a lot of stuff in my life was an obstruction to that desire, so it never came to be. But you know, you know, I was working towards it, bang, fall down, going up, bang, fall down, you know, just so many things. But and I thought I'd come to the end of my rope. I've always heard the saying, you know, you're never too old and it's never too late. But you know, in a traditional sense, I could not see anything where I could be that I could do it. For instance, I didn't have a trade, you know, because anything in the traditional sense for me, it's fish, would be to go out and find that good job in the mines or on a construction site, you know, something to do with a trade. And it takes nearly 5 years to to be online to gain a lot of those specialist employment, jobs out in those faraway places in Australia here that make big money, But that was the traditional success that I'm used to. I never thought anything like this would ever come my way, what I'm doing right now. So he's been successful in that sense. But what we talked about was, when I came across him, I said, I started talking about all my desires, what I really want. And I tell you what, the spark in me was dying. That kind of spark, The possibilities of doing a $500,000 investment for the future, it was just, like buying a house, getting the property. It's, it takes 20 years. It's a 20-year commitment to owning real, in the traditional sense, And it was a dying thing for me. And he just turned around to me. He goes, "It's all right. You still got it. It's still there." Man, those words were powerful to me. And I've held on to those words for the past 7 years. And, I've seen myself within my job doing things. You might catch the fish down here, some water activity. I've always had opportunities, and I said, this year, we're going to do this, and then something comes up. It's just that negative side that just interferes. And, I suppose, you got to be careful what you surround yourself with. But anyway, it's up here, we had a cousin visiting, and he questioned him. He says, not questioned, just was impressed with what he has, because he's got a big house and everything. He's still working hard, still has plans in his head of, he goes that word again, planning, of where his life is going. And he said, it's hard work. It's hard work. And I went, yeah, it is hard work. He goes, it's not in the labor sense, not in the labor, it's not. I thought, oh, okay. He goes, it's hard work up here. It's hard work to keep going. It's emotional. It's emotional hard work. I thought, holy cow. He says it's basically the desire to keep going. It's the desire to do whatever it is that you're doing. I mean, like what I'm doing, it's hard work. The road to success is hard because emotionally, if you're not in the right mindset, if you don't realize you're building this thing, you're thinking that you'll get this done. If you come in with the wrong mindset, and you're going to make money straight away, and then of course the disillusion that it's all fantasy. That's where hard work kicks in. Hard work is the persistence to stay in, the perseverance. It's my mate running past. The perseverance to keep going, and that's the hard work in this in this journey of success. It's not hard work in the labor sense. It's hard work that you whatever it is that you're doing today, and whatever it is that you desire for. It's either saving your money to get it, saving to do this. I mean, like stuff. You just keep going at it. Eventually, when you maintain that sort of thing, and you maintain that sort of mentality, and maintain the kind of friends and positive people you hang out with or you associate with, the universe delivers. The universe delivers to your door. And when that door opens, it opens on another path of hard work. But the thing is, it delivers. It delivers you to the right door. It leads you, it brings the door to you, I should say. And when you open that door, it's a freaking bucking bronco. You gotta jump on the damn thing and you gotta ride it to the next door. But hey, what the journey starts is the universe starts to align all the doors, in your way. Just like, running around on the park here, follow a path, right? Just follow the path there. Stick to the path. And along the way, you see a lot of dog crap on the path. You got to dodge that. No different out in business there. There's a lot of dog crap out there. Like I said, I opened one door and like goddamn 1,000 other doors open up of bad temptations and bad hype in improving your business. But it's shit. Now I know now. It's like junk mail. You go to the letterbox, bring out your junk mail. Poof. You know, you can spam what you don't want. You can you know, block, unsubscribe. You know. Yeah. Anyway, whatever journey is you're on, stick with it, and consistent focus action, daily consistent focus action. You know. Start walking. There's an easy way. There's a hard way. A hard way doesn't have to be that hard. You can be smart about it. And this is what six-figure mentors teach us. Anyway, people, it's a beautiful overcast day. Yesterday was a scorching hot day. It's overcast because it's shading us from the sun. Bit of a cool breeze. Have a good one. See you later.